I just got my GoPro and I have a really janky setup right now, so it's about time I acquire a GoPro mount and I want to try to DIY one. I found a YouTuber named Kyle Martin and I'll link the video he did below. Basically, I'm going to try to create his GoPro mount tutorial today, so I want to show you guys. So here's what I have: a pair of scissors, a utility knife, the GoPro mount that comes with the camera that's flat on the bottom, not the curved one, an old, really solid card. You could use really any card for this, a marker, zip ties, and I got these furniture protection cushions, which I'm going to use basically to create a little bit of padding between the mount itself and whatever I'm zip tying it to. So hopefully this helps a little bit with the vibration. So it's a pretty inexpensive mount, so I'm pretty excited about it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to recommend you use really good scissors for that. Essentially what I just did is I cut a shape of the card out that is equal to the GoPro mount. It's a perfect fit. And now comes what I hear is the hardest part. So since I drew it a little bit big, I'm going to cut inside the lines. For this, I'm going to use the utility knife. Okay, this is definitely the hardest part, so I am going to stop recording and then I will explain whatever solution I found works best for this. I think, the best way to go about this. What you're going to do is you're going to start from the middle and then work your way out, basically just using the knife to like slowly pull up bit by bit. So I'll show you. And as you can see, like pulling slowly bit by bit has like caused this to like kind of gunk up into a ball. And so it kind of like is almost building momentum. So once you build it up to the point where it's like kind of raised and you can get a good grip on it, this is when I just start pulling at it. And that did not work like it did last time. But last time I like pulled on it and it just kind of like, it broke bit by bit, but it would like pull back. I think you just have to go slowly. So next you take that card piece that you cut out, you take the film off the sticker, and then you're going to basically push it on here. So now I can mount my GoPro on here and then zip tie it to anything I want. That's amazing. Okay, so that's my finished product. I think the foam will help it grip better to things and it'll have a little bit more give, especially on my bike handlebars. So that's awesome. I'm excited. Thanks, Kyle Martin. When I zip tied this onto my bike handlebar really tightly, I could see the card bending. If you mount this onto anything where the mount isn't completely flush to a flat surface, you're probably going to have the same result. If I were to zip tie this through the short end instead of the long end like I did, my camera would have been at a 90-degree angle. So you would have seen what was going by me on my left side rather than in front of me. I realized this before I started making the mount, but I kind of forgot about it when I was thinking about positioning it on my bike handlebars. So I ended up having having quite a lot of the mounts sticking off of either end of the handlebars in an effort to keep the camera facing forward. But overall, I'd say this is an awesome mount and I'm really glad to have this. Even though it's not intended to be used on a rounded surface like my bike handlebars, it worked so much better than I expected. I think the foam that I added on the bottom helped a lot with grip, and since I'm traveling, I just can't afford to make room for mounts that are made for really specific scenarios. I wanted something easy to pack away that is super versatile, and this totally fit the bill. You really can't beat the price.
No, no, no.